Okay, so we're reading for you or the top of the world or whatever.
Let's do a reading. First of all, let's do a reading for let's do a reading for me. Let's do a career professional, like what is going to happen career wise with me, you know, and this show and stand up and all of that.
Okay, when's your birthday?
August 5th.
Oh, happy birthday.
Thank you so much.
Oh, Graham, I'm super excited for your birthday, even though it's gone by. Okay, so here is the deal. You are now in a personal numerological year 1, which means years go in cycles of 9. So last year, your 9, everything that did not serve you left you. Probably things, stuff, people, attitudes. It was the big wrap up. This is my favorite sequence, 9-1. So now you're in a 1. The slate is clean. You've gotten rid of everything. It's a very independent, I'll do it myself year. Okay. You want to think about and send out to the universe what you want to bring in for the next 9 years. So literally, like, say it out loud when you're at home. I want my show to do this. I want this. So now that a lot has been cleared out, this is really excellent energy. Okay. And we just passed through that thing called Lionsgate or something. That's an astrology. I shouldn't talk about things I don't know. We'll stay with the number 1. Okay. All right. So let me see. 8s are the best career years, but being the power of that 1, you might have some really, okay. I like it. So you're still in that 9 mode. You're still, and this is how I want to say it. You are wow, you have a big change right in front of you. Okay. This is pretty big. All right. You have some pretty intense cards right now. I would expect this to be something to happen. And this is very soon. So if this isn't in the next week or 2, you can be like, oh, Karen screwed up again. This is somewhere with my imaginary girlfriend and this next thing. We're doing a different.
Yes, okay. This is the same time the supermodel that does mixed martial arts and says socialist shows up. Okay, great, Karen.
Yes, perfect. Okay, something is about to change drastically for you. Okay. And this could be, it's going to look like it's a bad thing, but when it's done, it's going to be a good thing. It could be like this. Take this as a metaphor because I don't know this whole thing, but something is ramping up to change. It would be like if you lost your monetization on YouTube, right?
Yes.
It would be like if that had happened. Well, it was a good thing because you went elsewhere, but then you're like, damn, I lost my monetization. And then you move to some other network where you're making double. So it's like that. It's going to look like, oh shit, what just happened? Can I swear? Yeah. Right.
Yeah, you can swear. It's still
it's too late. Too late. So like everything right now is very volatile, very fast change. And then things are actually going to start to move into a bigger direction or a bigger place. I want to say you may have an option of moving on to like, I don't know what it is in podcasting or Rockfin or whatever, but you may be moving into a space with more writing and a more, how do I say this? You may have interest like from another network. I can't think what is RT or something like that. You might have interest from another place and start setting that up. But you are getting ready, just like you changed off of YouTube, you're getting ready to make another change. Okay. I know that doesn't make sense, but you're getting ready to move into another space for your podcast for this.
Yeah. Like when you say like more writers, like a bigger production, more of a scripted thing than just like talking, you know, politics or whatever.
It could be. It's moving. So this card comes up for you. This is the Hierophant. And this is about, this is really interesting because this is a government card and it's an organizational card. Okay. Have you actually had any trouble from government agencies?
Not real overt, just the sort of demonetization, you know, shadow ban, you know, throttling my numbers kind of stuff, which is, you know, stuff like that. Nothing big. Not like they said, oh, you know, you can't, we're denying your passport or nothing like that.
Okay. Get ready for this because it's one. I'll just say it and then I won't say it again and you can keep asking. It's something that looks bad, like, oh no, how did that happen? Why did that happen like this? And it's going to work in your favor. In fact, you can call me personally off the air if this happens.
Okay.
Like a person.
Got it. Okay.
But it's sort of this drastic change and it's leading you to the next step. This is your year one. So probably by the end of 2022, you may have a whole new plan or a whole new format or a whole new something. And because whatever is going on here is it's not a bad thing, but it's time to expand and it can't happen from where you are. So you're probably going to get knocked off a platter or a pedestal or a plate, something with a P.
A potato, something like that.
Potato. This is the end of year 9, flushing out what needs to go. Okay. Hold on a second. That doesn't mean everything. Of course, you'll keep the good things like the shows and the stuff like that. But something is shifting very, very big. All right. There it is. Okay. Wow, twice. Okay, so there's one thing about your career this year. Wow, there's a lot of traveling this year. Okay, this year and next year. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if you were doing live streams on the road everywhere. Okay, all over, a lot of overseas. Are you moving overseas?
I'm just going to do shows for a couple of weeks, but I'm not moving, but I'm open to wherever. I literally just been asking the universe. Lately, I've just been like, hey man, show me where you want me to go. Like, tell me, like, I just feel like I work for the, for my higher power, my universe, whatever. And I'm just like, show me where you want me to go, man. Like, where am I needed? I'll do it. Like,
again, so, I have you moving over water or overseas. I'm going to leave that there because that's all over this.
Okay.
Okay. But it's part of this move or whatever it is, whatever this switch is to your new sort of angle. Okay, hold on. Ooh, it's going to be exciting. Okay. I had to move to Utica, New York, the worst place in the world.
Karen, I'm so sorry. I've seen you on social media and we've texted a little bit. And I'm like, oh man, I'm just like, oh.
It's finally turned a corner where it's kind of like, okay, but I'm literally 2 funerals away from moving.
Oh.
My parents know. Man. I'm like, and they're like, listen, if we're in the nursing home and we don't know who you are, you can go. And I was like, I'll be gone already.
That's fair.
Okay.
Well, I'll say this. So October 18th, I'm going to be in New York City. If you're going to be in New York City, October 18th, want to do a set, my audience would love to see you there. So I'm just planting that little seed before you.
Okay. I'll look. I'm 4 hours out of New York City, but I go in any time that I can. I will look. I think October is my big month. 18th. I think so. See, now you distracted me.
Sorry.
I think this year is also the year of people, management, agent, people. Okay, for what you're doing. That looks like it's a little later on, but really, I cannot say this enough. This is the year that is the foundation for where you're going or what you're doing. So stuff is still being taken away.